this. I've just put the heating on. Oh no. Apart from anything else, oh no for your gas bills. For all of our sub. Lucy, hi all. Greetings from Whitstable and Kent. And Hilly, hello from a wet Oxford. Janice, hi from Janice and Essex. Raining. Laura, hi everyone. Windy, wet, Essex. Time to get cozy. And Avi, hi all from familiar, wet Manchester. I lived in Manchester for 20 years, so I can fully appreciate that. Jenny, hi from Manchester, getting warm with a wheat bag. So lots of people writing in about this change of the season in the Northern Hemisphere. I don't think we haven't got any Southern Hemisphere people here at the moment, I don't think. And yeah, Tracy, hi from a chilly, wet Wales, time to light the fire. So there's this very strong sense of transition for those of us in colder climes. Obviously, Kenny still sitting there in his t-shirt in Florida. He'll probably be in his t-shirt all winter. But yeah, it's a time of transition, isn't it? We've just had the equinox. So for us in the Northern Hemisphere, moving into the autumn and the winter. For people lucky enough to be in the Southern Hemisphere, of course, they're moving into spring and summer. But yeah, it's a very interesting time of transition. And here in the UK, we've had this very unseasonably warm weather, and suddenly.
Matty,
Marla, I'm just going to mute everybody.
Yeah.
Would you be able to unmute yourself?
Yeah, thanks, Lucy.
Perfect. Sorry about that.
Well, you had your hands full there, letting everyone in and dealing with the mute. I'm just going to turn off the chat box so I'm not distracted by that. Yeah, so we've had this very unseasonably warm weather, and suddenly we're plunged into something much colder and stormier. I must say, personally, I've quite enjoyed today. It's been quite dramatic, you know, wind, rain, and maybe my sort of body kind of knows it's the equinox and sort of it's time to go in and be cozy. So really, I think these meditation evenings are perhaps especially important in the winter, you know, where we're kind of in our houses, and this is a chance to just connect with lots of other like-minded people from all over the place and have this quiet half hour of guided meditation. And yes, a special welcome to those people who are here for the first time. And I always really enjoy these Tuesday evenings as well. You know, it's quite a pause, isn't it? It's just always like, I love coming to these sessions and knowing that there's going to be all these other people to meditate with. So thank you all very much for wanting to do that. Good. Oh, here we've got Martin from Preston. Wow, just got back from a 5K run, showered and looking forward to meditating. So a lot of us will know that Martin's registered blind. So it's very impressive for anyone to do a 5K run, in my opinion. And it's particularly impressive to do that when you can't see very well. So well done, Martin, and wonderful to have you here as always. Let me just close that. Okay, so the practice we're going to do tonight will be a settling practice, coming into the body, coming into the heart, coming into ourselves with kindliness, and then we'll connect out with all the other people here and with the sense of the common human condition. We're all in the same transition. We're transitioning all the time because life is changing all the time, but we're all going through equinoxes, be that in the northern or the southern hemisphere. And I always find it very supportive just to remember that I've got all these other humans who are walking beside me in life, the mystery of life. And, you know, life is just so deeply, deeply mysterious, isn't it? So we'll have this in the practice tonight. We'll also have a sense of resting in the company of one another and sending goodwill to one another. Okay, so if you choose your position, and you can do it sitting, you can do it lying down, you can do it standing, or you could do it doing slow walking up and down the room if you would like to. It's completely up to you. The main thing is to choose a position where you will be as alert as possible and yet as comfortable as possible. And I know for some of us, comfort is not an option. You know, no position is going to be comfortable. So I'm saying as comfortable as possible, and I'll leave it up to you to make that decision. It's absolutely fine to move during the meditation. If your pain or fatigue gets very challenging, then by all means adjust your posture. That's absolutely fine. Otherwise, just have a sense of settling and resting into the practice. Good. So closing the eyes if that's comfortable. Otherwise, lowering your gaze. But it can be nice to close the eyes and rest the visual sense. Draw our awareness inwards. And have a sense of allowing the body to settle down into the position that you've chosen. Letting go of gripping in the body and allowing the body to be held, supported by the bed or the chair or the floor. And to help you arrive, if you want to, you could take a deeper in-breath. And on the out-breath, resting, arriving, settling. Doing that a few times if you want to. Making noises if you want to. Letting go of the day. Or letting go of whatever's come before if you're in a different time zone. And allowing the breathing to settle and to find its own natural rhythm. Seeing if you can allow the out breath to go all the way out and the in breath to flow back in at the same time. Just allowing your breathing to be natural. There's no need to force or strain. But very often we inhibit the out breath. Just seeing if we can release a little bit more around the out breath. And the in breath will take care of itself. I've got a poem by David White that someone posted on our community of practice. I thought it was so beautiful. And I read it twice because it's very deep. And it needs to be read twice, I think. Be taught now among the trees and rocks how the discarded is woven into shelter. Learn the way things hidden and unspoken slowly proclaim their voice in the world. Find that far inward symmetry to all outward appearances. Apprentice yourself to yourself. Begin to welcome back all you sent away. Be a new annunciation. Make yourself a door through which to be hospitable, even to the stranger in you. Be taught now among the trees and rocks how the discarded is woven into shelter. Learn the way things hidden and unspoken slowly proclaim their voice in the world. Find that far inward symmetry to all outward appearances. Apprentice yourself to yourself. Begin to welcome back all you sent away. Be a new annunciation. Make yourself a door through which to be hospitable, even to the stranger in you. I find that very, very beautiful. So we're going to meet ourselves in the practice with openness, receptivity, kindness. First of all, let's just really arrive deeply in the body. So allowing the weight of the body to yield down through the points of contact. If we're sitting, it will be the bottom on the chair, the feet on the floor. If we're lying down, it will be the back of the body, the back of the head. Whichever part of the legs and the feet are in contact with the bed, the floor. The elbows resting. If we're standing, it'll be the feet. If we're walking, it'll be the feet. And so often we pull away from this kind of support. We grip in the body, we tense, we strain. So what's it like to rest, to settle, and to really receive this support that's being offered to us by the chair, by the bed, by the floor? To yield and to release gripping and to rest. Allowing our awareness to pour down into our legs and into our feet. So getting a sense of the legs and the feet being inhabited by awareness. So we're not looking at the body from the outside, but we're resting deeply inside the body. Maybe the legs and the feet are known to us through sensation, or maybe they feel a bit dull or numb. Doesn't matter. The main thing is, in our own way, we allow our awareness to pour down into the legs and the feet. The buttocks, letting the buttocks be soft, whatever posture we're in. If we're sitting or lying, just yielding into that contact. If we're standing, letting the buttocks be soft. And allowing awareness to pour up into the whole torso, so it becomes full of awareness. We start with the belly. Allowing the belly to swell on the in-breath, subside on the out-breath. The chest. Again, this opening on the in-breath, subsiding on the out-breath, being careful not to force or strain. And if resting awareness inside breathing is agitating or disturbing, then by all means take your awareness into your hands and your feet and stabilize and ground. Coming into the back of the torso. buttocks, lower back, middle back, upper back. Allowing the whole back to be breathed. Broadening on the in-breath, subsiding on the out-breath. Maybe having a sense of the volume of the whole torso, opening in all directions on the in-breath and subsiding in all directions on the out-breath. 360-degree breathing. Very often we think breathing is just happening in the chest, and that can be agitating. But it can be soothing to tune in to breathing in the back of the body, in the belly, as well as the chest. The shoulders, allowing the shoulders to fall away from the midline of the body, whatever posture we're in. So the shoulders are falling into the support of gravity. And allowing the arms to fall away from the shoulders, having the hands supported somehow or other. And if we're standing, just having the hands lightly at the side of the body. And let's allow our awareness to pour down through the arms, all the way to the tips of the fingers and the thumbs. And again, the sensations might be strong in the arms and the hands, or maybe they're dull or absent, a little bit numb. But whatever way works for you, just having the sense of resting awareness deeply inside the arms and the hands. Coming up to the neck and the head. We're lying down, making sure that we're really allowing the head to be held by the pillow, yielding into the pillow. If we're upright, having the head poised on top of the neck. Releasing through the base of the skull, and yet openness in the throat. Soft face, soft jaw, soft eyes. Imagining the brain just resting quietly in its cradle of bones in the head. Broadening to be aware of the whole body now. Legs and torso and arms, neck, head, face. And experiencing this thing we call body as if it's static, as if it's a noun. Let's experience it as a verb, as a process. A flow of sensations. The flow of breathing. Flow of thoughts, flow of emotions. And allowing our awareness to rest inside that flow. And tuning into all of our experience with a kindly attitude. We've got physical pain, seeing if we can meet this with openness rather than tightness. having the attitude you'd naturally have towards a loved one who was hurting. You're probably far kinder to them than you are naturally to yourself. So what happens if you turn that natural human response of care back upon yourself? Always breathing, softening, resting. You've got a lot of thinking going on. That's again completely normal. But when you notice the thinking, you can choose to shift your awareness back inside the body, inside breathing, inside sensations. So making that the object of your awareness rather than the thoughts. Getting off the thought horse and coming back to stability again and again. And how's your emotional weather? Maybe it's calm or maybe it's stormy. Again, just inviting us into awareness without judgment. Breathing with it with kindliness. Apprentice yourself to yourself. Begin to welcome back all you sent away. Make yourself a door through which to be hospitable, even to the stranger in you. Breathing, resting, settling, calming, loving. Staying grounded. Let's open our awareness. So it's like the circumference of our awareness expands to include everybody here. 72 of us now from many different countries, different places. The circumstances of each of our lives will be unique and different, and yet our basic human experience is so very, very alike. We're all breathing in and out. None of us likes to suffer, and we all long for happiness and peace and fulfillment and ease. And we all go about achieving those aims in all kinds of misguided ways that just leads to more suffering. And we can all break free of those patterns any moment by coming back to the body, the breath, the moment. our direct experience. Getting off the thought horse, letting go of contraction, opening. So just as we've made ourselves a door to be hospitable to ourselves, let's now make ourselves a door to be hospitable to all these other companions who we're meditating with right now. Breathing in awareness, breathing out kindliness, care, even love towards one another. Certainly recognition of our humanity. We're not alone. What a blessing it is to realize that deeply. We're never alone. We can always bring others to mind in our minds and our hearts and drop into connection. And now bringing the weight of the body to the foreground of awareness, really feeling into that contact with the support, stability of the support, breathing in the whole body. So staying open to one another, but bringing the focus of our awareness to ourselves as we begin to bring the practice to a close. And letting go of any effort whatsoever for the last few moments to absorb the practice. And now bringing a little bit of movement into the body, fingers and the toes perhaps, if that's comfy. Just notice if you've got an automatic tendency to grip. See if we can keep the body soft and flowing. Keeping the breathing soft and flowing, coming into bigger movements on our own time. Opening the eyes. And bringing the practice to a close. Good. So thank you all very, very much for sharing this time with one another. I feel better for that. Yeah. So if you want to write anything in the chat box to share your experience, that's always lovely. Just this, we always have the sense of connection at the end of these practices. But of course, if you just want to slip away, that's of course absolutely fine. But maybe before we do any of that, I just want to tell you about a course that I'm running that starts on Monday. It's not through Breathworks, but the forum is going to be in the community of practice. And it's a mindfulness for women course for 28 days based on the book that I wrote. And I'm just putting the link in the chat box. If any of you are interested, it's very sort of low intensity. It's an email a day, guided meditations that are recorded, and the forum is where the forum's always very rich. So if any of you are interested or know anyone who's interested, please pass that on. It's the end of the self-promotion bit of this evening. So what have we got? Sarah, thank you. So calming and settling. Nikki, my first time, I feel great. Thanks so much. Oh, that's really wonderful to hear, Nikki, and a special welcome to you. Andrea, thank you. Vidyamala. And Hazel, thank you. Lovely meditation. Feel so much more grounded now. Good, it's good. That's what we need, isn't it? This groundedness. Chandan, thank you so much. I like the transition concept. Very inspiring. Have a lovely evening, everyone. Laura, thank you. Very restorative after a day feeling groggy from the after effects of my flu vaccine. Really hope that wears off soon, Laura. Annabelle, thank you. Just lovely. Feeling a bit weepy in a good way. Yeah, they're very sort of heart opening, these practices, aren't they? Tender. Aline, feel much more grounded and connected. Lorian, so peaceful and connected. Thank you so much, Vidyamala and everyone. Janice, thank you, Vidyamala, enriched. Ali, thank you so much for the lovely practice. We both feel better now. Have a lovely evening, everyone. That's good. Sarah, thanks so much. So deeply restful. Beautiful poem. Poem is gorgeous. So that's over on the community of practice. If you want to look for it, I think Barb posted it. Apologies if I got that wrong. Emma, soft, cozy and connected. Beautiful poetry. Thanks, everyone. Kathy, feeling peaceful, soothed and grateful. Thank you, Vidyamala, and everyone for being present, feeling the love. Good. Jeff and Vaughn, thank you. A very calming session. Tracy, thank you, Vidyamala. Feeling calm and more accepting. Julia, so restful after a day in a hospital car park. Gosh, sorry to hear that. A day in hospital is bad, but a day in a hospital car park doesn't sound any better. Heli, connection, thank you. Sophia, thanks, Vidyamala. Wishing you all an easeful evening. Avi, thank you for this so precious space. After a stressful, overstimulated day, the peace and connection was such a treasure. Thanks, everyone. Have a lovely evening. Good. It's so nice. So I'm just going to spend a moment looking at you all, and I would encourage you to do the same. It's always such a lovely thing just to scroll through the screen and take in these other beings. There's Ed waving from Canada. Lovely. I bet you're starting to get cold there, is it, Ed? Or it will start to get cold. Yeah, it's so nice. Let me just look at you all. Yeah, for those of you who can't see for any reason, you can just take everybody in, take in these beings. 42 of us left. Anita and Steph are waving, lots of people waving. Yeah. So we'll finish, and if you want to unmute yourselves to say goodbye, that's always nice. And we'll see you next week. Same time, same place, same people, probably. Lots of you will be back, I'm sure. Lucy, can you make it so people can unmute themselves?
Yep, I'm just giving it a go. Sorry, just a moment. Ooh, I think that's it.
Can people unmute themselves now? Yeah. Great.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Bye.
Lovely to see you all again.
You too, Ed.
Bye.
Bye.